Hey everyone, welcome back to Apex Hours. My name is Jitendra Jha and I'm a Salesforce certified technical architect. I have been working on Salesforce ecosystem almost, I will say 13 to 14 years now. I have been working in a Salesforce from the days of S Control. I'm a Salesforce MVP. I'm also an author of book Apex Design Pattern, and also I have Udemy course on Salesforce DX and how to use a VS Code. Now, in today's session, I am going to talk about digital experience in a service cloud. But before I go there, I would really like to thank Apex our team and the things that they are doing in the last couple of years. They have built a platform for everyone. Now, as we know, Salesforce ecosystem is growing like leaps and bounds, and it is not really possible for only for Trailhead or Salesforce documentation or only a couple of blogs to stay up to date with the changes that is being on Salesforce ecosystem. And I think Apex Hour is doing real amazing job bringing everybody together. Either it's a seasoned architect, developers, or they're fresher, or they're trying to start a career, and also the speakers like me who would like to share something with the community. So thanks Apex Hours, thank you Amit for this initiative. And the agenda for today that we are going to cover is first of all, we are going to see what exactly is the state of customer support in the modern world. And I hope you are enjoying Service Cloud, the whole series. And I hope out of this session you will get a lot about what exactly is the digital engagement. And then we will be discussing about some of the channels that are available in the digital engagement. We would go through the high level data model. I have a few mind maps that I normally use to gather all my thoughts together. I would share that mind map. That's again my note on how I'm remembering all these things. And then we would be going through the demo. So first demo, I would be showing up around how the digital engagement and the SMS works. And another demo that I would be showing is how the digital engagement and the Facebook Messenger or Messenger bot works together. So let's jump in the topic. So now as we know, the technology that has been changing from last couple of years, and again, that is going to disrupt the whole ecosystem. And along with that, the customer expectations are also changing. If you ask me, right, the new trends like we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have TikTok, we have WhatsApp. These applications were not a decade back. These are all the new technology that have been pretty famous, and they have seen enormous growth in the last couple of years. And along with that, the customers' experience are also changing. They are not stick to the rest traditional channel of just calling someone or calling the call center or contact center agent for any help. Now they really would like to approach any company throughout the any famous channel that they would like to approach. And considering that, if I ask all of you that okay, how many ways someone can connect to a company, I will say pause the video and let's think about it, and let's see if you are able to gather some of them. So first of all is definitely a website. You go on the website, you click on the contact me, that can bring you a lot of options available. That could be chat, that could be FAQs, etc. The next channel is text messages. Another channel, definitely sometimes considered as a traditional channel, is sending an email. Not very efficient these days, but still there are many people who prefer this channel. And like we discussed, other social media channels like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. And the most important channel that we should not miss is really WhatsApp. So another question I would like to bring in all of you is in front of all of you is, what is the most important aspect while you're doing some shopping? uh, let's say you are going on a website, you're providing some information, you're providing your name, first name, maybe mobile number, email, etc. Okay. uh, the two most important thing, personally I would speak from my point of view, is number one, I should be able to contact that company either by a immediate call, SMS, by social media channel or website, etc. And the quick personalized response, that for example, if I'm shopping for car, a loan, or let's say mortgage, there is no the options are not limited. If someone is not replying me immediately, I there are so many options, there are competitors, there are always a good deal, I would really jump on someone else, especially in the mortgage industry, insurance industry. So customers really have to be proactive in terms of this SLA, how quickly they can reach out to the customer. And the most important out of these two is the third one, is really data privacy, security, and the trust. If I am entering my information, my first name, last name, and everything, I don't want to be get bombarded with the unsolicited calls or the tons of hundreds of emails. I don't want me to get flooded with all those information. So I think, in my opinion, the company should respect my privacy. I should trust them. They should not flood my email box. They should not flood my messaging and everything. So considering this, uh, as you can see, the point number one, how someone can contact to the company. Okay, if I let's forget for the time being about the Salesforce. If I ask you, okay, you are a company and you want your call center, contact center to enable all these channels, what would you do? Okay, you have a CRM, you have to provide the web support. For the SMS, you have to provide multiple options available these days, like Twilio, awesome tool, great tool. We have SMS tool. What about the privacy? What about the compliance? How should I all stitch it together? How all these should come together? Do I need to use a dedicated tool for CRM, dedicated tool for, let's say, telephony support, dedicated tool for social studio, social channel? How should I do that in today's world? I don't want to manage so many tools. It's a very confusing and frustrating for the call center agent. So from the legacy challenge to the future is what the Salesforce digital engagement is. Salesforce digital engagement is the solution to all the problem and the challenges that I just have referred. It's not only the great number one CRM tool, it's the number one service solution. In a single solution, you would be able to support all the channels that I have just explained in the previous slide. So coming back to the channels, there are definitely two types of the channel. Real time, which needs the immediate response. Someone has to be on the other side of the conversation, talking to you one by one, one on one, or there are some non-real time. So the example of the real time channel is really telephone industry, when you call someone from the call to the call center, or when you're chatting with someone and some agent is on other side and you're chatting and interacting with them on the real time. However, there are some channels who are not real time. So for example, when you're sending an email or when you're submitting a web form, when you are reaching out to some company via social channel like Twitter, WhatsApp, uh, SMS. So all these channels and the Facebook Messenger, like bots, right? All these channels are not really real time. You drop a message and you can expect that they would respond you maybe in few hours, maybe in the next business day, something like that. So it is very important to categorize these two type of the channel, and that really brings the big challenge. How can Salesforce or the digital experience can provide a single experience for an employee or for the contact center agents to support them? Before I jump into a little bit more, let's clarify some of the terminology that we would be using. So for like SMS stands for short message service, and then there is MMS, multimedia, then we have a long code, we have a short code number, person to person, and A2P. So take a pause, read this slide, and let's move on the next one. The most important thing is really, first of all, is the consideration. So all the terminology that I mentioned here, and if I talk about the consideration, there are multiple considerations around telecom industry and all those channels, social industry. Because if you imagine, the people are directly connected to these channels, and that channel can be WhatsApp, that channel can be SMS, and it is a responsibility of the provider, in our case carrier, to make sure the security and the privacy and the trust is respected and maintained. And that is the reason there are multiple laws in the different countries around using this channel. So like for an example, only channel that supports broadcast messaging is an SMS. You send a message to thousands to the millions of users. And for the broadcast, the only number you can use is the long number. You cannot use the short code numbers. And all broadcast message must be templated and approved in advance. Again, like I said, it's a huge power, huge responsibility. We don't, if imagine if some company is approved to send a message to the millions of users, it can be, I mean, it's unimaginable if someone sends a message which is not approved by the authority. That can be anything. So these regulations are pretty important. And other considerations are around short code numbers. So short code must follow the carrier compliance, and it is recommended that the short codes are normally used for high volume messaging. Auto response cannot be more than 160 characters, and end user must opt in externally or by replying to the shortcode saying that okay, you are allowed to send me a message. And at the moment, Salesforce digital engagement shortcode is only supported in US and Canada. Going back to the broadcast message consideration, for the broadcast, the second point, like long numbers used for broadcast may be impacted by the carrier limit. So I will change that one. For the broadcasting, some country may allow, some country may not allow 10-digit number, and the shortcut is really short code messages is really used to send high volume of the messaging. Going to the next consideration, again on the long code at the only supported in country numbers. Like for the long code, you need to have a country code in front, like +1 for US and +91 for India. Maximum message length is around 840 characters. Now, again, before I go a little bit on detail, I know this is online session and I hope you are enjoying the Apex servers, but let's start with some trivia. Yeah. So first is, which messaging application is used by most of the people on the planet? Take a pause and think about the right solution here. Which application is the most powerful right now in this year, if I take from the last few years? And the answer is WhatsApp. Now let's go on another trivia. How many people are using WhatsApp right now on the planet? And the correct answer is almost 2 billion users per month are using WhatsApp. Another one. How many messages are exchanged per day by WhatsApp? Now the number is mind-blowing. 65 billion messages right now per day. That might be increased. These numbers that I'm sharing are few months old number. So we talked about those channels, but the most important is really the WhatsApp is right now #1 application on the planet. And to avoid the spam and maintain integrity, multiple limits are applied, and that is one of the reason in this demo today I would not be able to show the WhatsApp, because getting access to the WhatsApp is pretty hard. It can only be used by business account. It does not support outbound promotional messages, bulk messages. You cannot promote your product on the WhatsApp. All outbound initiated message must be templated and approved, just like in SMS short form. Here also, whatever you are going to send, that message template has to be approved. So let's go on the data model. It is very important, and in my opinion, it is very fundamental. If you are trying to understand any concept in Salesforce, you really need to know the building blocks. Okay, what are the building blocks, how the things are going to be saved, and data model is one of those building blocks that we should discuss here. So first of all, how the data model looks like. Who would be contacting a Salesforce from these channels, from these digital channels? Those would be either lead or contact or person account, and they would be contacting because of they have some problem, which is a case, or something around the sales, which is an opportunity. So all these people would be contacting to the Salesforce. But the question is, from where they would be contacting? Are they contacting from SMS channel or the WhatsApp or the Facebook. So the messaging channel object would be used to determine those, and combining all these, when someone says hi, how are you, or hey, I need some help, the moment someone messages you is the time where the messaging session gets created. Now during that messaging session, there could be hundred of conversation being exchanged between the contact center and a customer, and all the conversations would be stored in the conversation entry. Now if someone is contacting you because of these reasons, but who are actually those person? Those persons could be lead, could be contact, could be person. And the way it says that, okay, let's say Jitendra contacted Acme travel support, that would be linked. So this person would be linked to the messaging session using messaging end user, also known as MEU. And like I said, there are some templates that needs to be approved. So all the approved template, like for short messaging and for the WhatsApp, are stored in the messaging template. Now going back to before we go on a demo, let's quickly go through the mind map. So I know in Apex Server you all have been through the various components of the service cloud, telephony, knowledge base and everything, but I would still like to quickly recap the Salesforce service cloud capability and very specifically the messaging part. So here let's go on the digital engagement first, and let me zoom it out. Okay, so digital engagement. What exactly is the digital engagement? Like we discussed. So the digital engagement, these are few of the components that I would like to go ahead, but let's go one by one. So Service Cloud Einstein is a part of the Service Cloud. And what exactly is the Service Cloud Einstein? So Einstein comes back with a few of the product specifically for the Service Cloud. So one is Einstein Article Suggestion. And basically what is this? This is intelligent natural language processing engine, and it works for all the channel messages chat. So whatever the digital channel or channel that you're using in the Service Cloud, on top of that, if you have the Service Cloud Einstein, it can do wonders with your customer satisfaction and for your contact center. Now it is an artificial intelligence like a chatbot, and it can apply that on that AI can be applied on top of chat, SMS, voice activated devices, etc. It also gives you Einstein case classification. What exactly that is? It predicts the field value on the basis of historical data, and it's very faster and more accurate case routing. If this is something you need, Service Cloud Einstein is really an awesome product. Talking about the social customer service like Twitter, Facebook. So this product from Salesforce, you can monitor your social media channel like Instagram, WhatsApp. So my typo, it's not WhatsApp, it's WhatsApp. And what it can do is, as a part of that conversation going on the social media, it can create a case lead, and you can perform a lot of operations on top of it. And it supports inbound messaging if someone is contacting you, or outbound messaging where you are replying to someone to the social media. And again, employee experience or the user experience is always one of the number one priority for the Salesforce. So contact center don't have to log into the Twitter, Facebook explicitly. From the single console, they would be able to answer it. Coming to the chat part, as a part of the Service Cloud, or you can see the digital engagement is it's like live web chat. It can be on the community, it can be on any website, and it improves the agent performance, and it has a lot of cool capability like sneak peek, etc. Self-service, we know that we have a experience cloud. Formerly it was known as a community, and you can do the self-service using knowledge article, public sites, chatbots like chatter, Q&A, etc. And then there is a very advanced capability, embedded services, and it is mostly for the external mobile app or web app. If you are building something externally using mobile SDK or something, you can use it. And then the different tools for the digital engagement, like there is one app exchange product which is a notification, and basically whenever there is incoming work right now, in demo I'm going to show, whenever someone is trying to contact me as an omni channel, I get a ring and a voice. But if you have this app exchange product installed, you can get a kind of the push notification. Coming back to the bots, Salesforce supports multi-language. It can take an action. Action can be on the basis of Apex flows. Bot can be connected with a multiple channel. It can be like message. So this is really a cool feature. So in the demo, I'm going to show how the conversation between the two person gonna happen. But if you apply bot layer on top of it, so you can allow bot to gather the repetitive information like, okay, what is your problem, what is your name, and then when the actual problem comes, let the actual human or actual agent handle it. It will do two things. Number one, the experience for the customer would be very seamless, and if the SL is high, right, it would be a positive impact for the customer, but at the same time the agent's productivity would be boosted. Agent no need to get a basic initial information for the troubleshooting and everything. By that time agent can be focusing on somewhere else. So that's how you can kind of enhance and you can improve the workforce management of the contact center. Bots are natural language processing like free text, or these can be menu based. Number one case deflection technique, and I will say proven case deflection technique right now. And the best part is you build bot once, and once you build that, you can deploy on any channel that you want. So that's all about overall digital engagement, or I will say overall Salesforce Service Cloud. Now let's focus on the messaging side. So in the messaging, as you can see, messaging can be sent. It's supported using process builder, flow, WhatsApp. Again, WhatsApp. It's a WhatsApp supported. Messaging can be done using SMS also. And in terms of SMS, you can see it has to be templated. And then messaging is supported on the Facebook Messenger, and you can send a notification, you can alert, and you can send a reminder using the messaging. So there are multiple use cases are there. The best part is consent is inbuilt. So remember when I said in the beginning of this session, for me the most important thing is I should not be bombarded with the marketing email or unsolicited information. So Salesforce built that from the beginning, and that's its design. Quickly going to the messaging part only as a part of the digital engagement. So as you can see, I have divided it into two parts, concept and the channel. Let's go on the concept first. So in terms of the concept, let's go. We have all the messages needs to be templated, and as you can see, outbound messages cannot be text free because it's a huge responsibility, and all the outbound messages must be templated. Okay, A2P, we just saw the terminology in the one of the slide, just application to person. OTT again is another terminology, right? For example, WhatsApp, Facebook, these are all the example of the OTT product. Then chatbot we already discussed very quickly. It's number one technique for the case deflection, and you can have a complex question. You can gather all the information, and all the complex question can be assigned to the agents or the actual human. The best part is digital engagement messaging is a part of asynchronous. So that means the response is not immediate. Response can be after a few hours or few days. And messaging can be initiated by an agent, but the demo that I'm going to show you, that demo is actually the messaging is initiated by the customer. It can be used for outbound messaging, supported in the Sales Cloud and the Service Cloud. The best part, the most important thing is you need to have omni channel. So if you have a sales console or you have a service console, messaging would work. Coming very quickly to the messaging types. So there are two types, conversational and the transactional. Now conversational is customer initiated. So this is the demo that we are going to look very soon, and it is considered as auto consent. If someone is trying to reach out, the customer is trying to reach out to us, that means customer wants some help and they are giving us automated consent. Coming to the transactional, it's a business initiated, mostly bulk. For example, your payment is due, or you have conducted XYZ transaction. So that's one of the other messaging type. Coming back to the channels here, we discussed at the moment WeChat is not supported. However, it is when it is going to be supported, when it is a roadmap, right? Outbound messages are not supported and bots are not supported. Okay, so the few things are supported but not fully. Coming back to the SMS, we have shortcut, we have long code. We just quickly saw uh, shortcut. As you can see right now, only supported in US and Canada. It must follow the local laws, should be compliant with carrier, because short codes are used for the broadcasting for the heavy load, and normally it takes around 12 weeks for setup. Quickly going to the long code. It is supported in many country, right? It is not it does not support transactional, and it cannot be used for the outgoing messages if it is not initiated by the customer. Coming back to our favorite app is a WhatsApp, and here you can see Salesforce internally uses Twilio. Now this is the document I saw somewhere, okay, and all the transactional message must be approved by WhatsApp company, and you have to work with their legal team. And the most famous messaging application right now on the planet, and it does not support promotional messages at the moment. Now these things might change a little bit. Maybe if you're watching this video after a few months, it might change. So feel free to comment on the YouTube channel of the Apex Hour. So those are all theory, I will say. I would recommend, okay, let's go on the demo. And we are going to see the demo of SMS and the Facebook Messenger. Till this point, we went through what exactly is the problem definition that we are going to try, what are the problem statements that we are going to resolve using the digital engagement. So we went through data model, we went through what are the channels are supported, and we went through some of the other basic stuff. Now in digital engagement, there are multiple channels that are supported, and as a part of this demo, I am going to showcase two channels on how it would look like on actual Salesforce environment. So the first channel I'm going to showcase you is SMS. How someone can reach out to your customer via an SMS, and if your customer has a digital engagement, how their contact center or call center agent would reply and interact with those customers. So first thing is, assuming that you have an org where you have enabled an SMS. Now, as we discussed previously in our one of the slide, that the limitations that the digital engagement that we has is not really the technology limitation. Limitation is really governmental, like the carrier, and that is the reason it is not easy to get your hands on to try your digital engagement via an SMS channel. Now, I was working on one of the project where I have implemented the digital engagement, and I have an access to an org. So I would be quickly going to show you the demo, how it would look like. So first thing is, you have to go to admin setup menu, go in service setup, or you can go normal setup as well, and search for messaging settings. And in the messaging setting, here is the channels that we need to add. So for an example, I have added couple of Facebook channels, Facebook Messenger. I have added SMS channel. You can add a WhatsApp messaging as well here. Again, I cannot show the demo of the WhatsApp because of the multiple reason. Number one, it needs a business account, and WhatsApp, as we just discussed, is the number one messaging platform globally right now. And because of the security, it's not very easy basically to get an access to the WhatsApp. So let's go through the SMS. What we need to do is we need to click on the new channel, and this is the wizard that we would get. And the wizard right now, we have 3 channels. Again, there are multiple channels are in line as per the discussions and as per some of the news that I have seen, like Apple Business, WeChat, etc. But they are again not generally available. They might be in the beta, they might be in the pilot, but at the moment these 3 channels are generally available. We need to click on SMS text messaging. Now this is very interesting. Like I said, you have to download the letter of authorization. You need to have your own number from the carrier, and you have to sign it and pass it to the Salesforce that, hey, we own this number and we are going to follow all the regulations and the compliance. And there is a sample also. If you download this document, there is a let me see if I can quickly show you how it looks like. So as you can see here, this is a very simple document. Customer name, all the numbers information, etc. Right, you are making sure that all the regulatory requirement basically. And once you get it, you open a case, and it takes few weeks to enable this number. Now in my case, I already have a number here, and I'm going to show you how this looks like. So basically, once you follow that wizard, it will ask you a couple of questions like, okay, uh, which queue that belongs, who are the user who are enabled for this number. So I have enabled myself for this number. Now next, what I would need to do here is, let's open a Service Cloud console here. So I'm going to say, let's say Service Console, and I have all the reports and everything. Okay. Let's see. Let's simply go on home. Now I'm going to go on my omni-channel, and here on my omni-channel, I'm going to make myself available for all the messaging channels. So if anybody, for my customer, let's say my customer is Acme customer support, if anybody would like to contact to me, we can see here. So what I have done is, I have my let me minimize this one, and I will split screen to show my real-time mobile here. On my mobile, I am going to connect to this customer. So let's see how it looks like. So I'm going to say, okay, I need to send an SMS to Acme Travel Support. Okay, and the message is, hi, I need some help. Let's see what happens. The moment I send a message, as you can see in the Omni channel, the agent would automatically get a notification that, okay, someone would like to talk to you, and you see we immediately got a response saying that thanks for opting in and allowing us to send you. So this is known as a consent. So if the customer is contacting to the Salesforce call center, they are automatically giving the consent that they can get a message response back, because like I said previously, security and the regulations and the compliance is paramount in the digital engagement, and that is by design. So now I will go ahead and I will accept it, and we can start a conversation. So on the left side, this is the call center, how it would look like. On the right side, this is really the customer, and if I minimize here, I can represent, hi, okay, thanks for contacting Acme Travel. So as you can as you can see, once I send a response, I got a notification on my mobile. As you can see, thanks for contacting Acme Travel. So now you can see customer is able to talk to call center. They don't know what is going on the behind the scene, and for the call center side, it's exactly same behavior that is for open CTI, like web chat, telephony support, anything. So you really no need to use multiple system for the customer support. Like we discussed, the experience has to be the seamless. So same wizard, same omni channel, same and the engagement digitally that the call center is going to do is from the same channel. So as you can see, it's extremely powerful. Contact center, call center, really no need to worry about from where the customer would be contacting them. They have their Service Cloud console up, and from here they can reply. Okay, as you can see, the conversation is happening both end, and I'm saying happy, and yeah. So that's simply just one demo of how powerful the digital engagement inside the Salesforce. Now let's move to the demo 2. In this demo, again, I am the same agent. Let me end this chat. And again, as you can see, this is not the real-time chat. The conversation between the agent and the conversation between the customer can span over multiple days. It's not like a web chat, or it is not like OpenCTI or Service Cloud telephony where someone has to be there to respond. That messaging session can be can span for multiple days, multiple weeks. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to contact this Acme again via Facebook. Now what I have done is I have one Facebook page when I am an admin, and I'm an admin. I have enabled Salesforce as a channel in my Salesforce in my Facebook Messenger bot. So again, if you go here and you say message setting, and in the messaging setting you can click on new channel, click on Facebook Messenger, say okay, I'm going to authenticate the Facebook. In my case, I already authenticated Facebook. This is how it would look like. And when you authenticate a Facebook, it is going to prompt you that okay, these are all the pages that you own or you have an admin access, which page you would like to. As you can see here in the, I have 2 pages at the moment that is already registered. Okay, if there are multiple pages, all the other pages would look like. So I'm going to cancel this setup. This is very small and the smooth setup. As you can see here, the next is okay, what more features we have to enable, and then we have to select okay, which queue, what is the priority, etc. Right, create a queue here. What is the priority of the message, because as you can see here now, this same omni-channel is going to support your multiple channels. It is going to support your telephony, web chat, WhatsApp, SMS, Facebook Messenger. Which chat or which channel would take a priority, that kind of the setting you can do here. So I'm not going to do anything. I would be back here, and I am going on my one of the, again this is a demo page. This is not the original page. It's just for the demo sake. I'm going to click on the test button, and I will say Amit. Okay, I should be seeing a notification here. So I just accepted it. Again, see the user experience. Like I said, the user experience and employee experience is the most important thing in today's world. Not necessarily that the contact center or the call center are technical. So the system, in this case, Service Cloud, has to be so easy to use without a lot of training. As you can see, hey, this is from, let's say, Salesforce Service Cloud. And if I go on my Facebook, you see, hey, this is from Salesforce Service Cloud. And here also, if you see, right, here also automatic consent happened. If customer is reaching out to the company directly, we do have a setting that hey, you automatically by default opted in, and I will say what can I do. Okay, and you can see here the message flow is very smooth. We just focus on the left panel at the moment, but let's focus a little bit on the right side as well. If you see here, line number 84, yeah, sorry, the messaging session, record number 84, these are the details that, okay, these are kind of the metadata that, okay, who is the messaging user, some metadata related information, automatically case gets created. Okay, if I click on the case, all the messages or the chat that I would be exchanging, that would be logged here. So case detail is here, all the engagement related information is here. If the files are being shared, that file would start appearing here. So as you can see in action, the demo of the Facebook Messenger and the demo of SMS, how powerful Service Cloud digital engagement platform is. So hope you enjoyed demo, and it really gave you a good idea that what exactly is the digital engagement and what are the different types of the channel. Now if you would like, these are few of the resources I have published. There is actually a WhatsApp video on the YouTube, and Amit is going to share this PPT with all of you. And I have published few videos. I have some blog posts. So I would suggest go through these of the resources, okay, and those are very good resources to know a little bit more about digital engagement. I would suggest and strongly recommend everybody to follow Apex Server and use this hashtag on the Twitter, Salesforce Apex Servers. You follow the Apex Server on the Twitter, follow the website. LinkedIn has a group for the Apex Server. Lot of good conversations are happening there. Go ahead, join LinkedIn. Most importantly, if you like this video, please like it, share it, and give it a shout out to Apex Server and Amit and the whole team for the incredible work that they have been doing. So thanks everyone.